Have you ever sensed an invisible force that seems to orchestrate reality itself? Scientists and mystics alike have long sought to understand this hidden fabric of reality and enigmatic energy field that underpins the universe. It goes by many names: the zero-point field, the unified field, the primordial source. This field is not simply an empty vacuum, but a living, breathing intelligence, an ocean of infinite potential from which all things emerge. Modern physics edges closer to proving its existence, while ancient wisdom has long acknowledged it. But what exactly is it? And how does it shape the reality we experience every day? The act of questioning reality is the first step toward uncovering its greatest secrets. At its core, the zero-point field is the foundation upon which everything rests, an omnipresent sea of fluctuating energy that exists beyond time and space. Every atom, every molecule, every thought pulses with this field, constantly exchanging information. Unlike the traditional view of the vacuum as empty, quantum physics suggests it is teeming with energy, an infinite source of raw potential. It is the medium through which the universe communicates, allowing instantaneous connections between particles separated by vast distances. This suggests that what we perceive as separation is merely an illusion, a distortion of perception. The more we examine this force, the more we realize everything is interconnected. But if everything is connected, why do we perceive ourselves as separate? The answer lies in how consciousness interprets reality. From birth, we are conditioned to believe in an external world, one governed by fixed rules and physical limitations. We identify with our bodies, names, possessions, and experiences, creating the illusion of separation. However, beneath this veil of identity, we are part of something far greater, a universal mind that transcends individuality. Ancient sages knew this truth, and modern science is confirming it. Through quantum mechanics, we see that observation itself collapses the wave of possibility into a fixed outcome. This means our awareness does not merely witness reality, it actively shapes it. If this is true, then our thoughts and emotions interact with the fundamental structure of the universe itself. This realization changes everything. It means that we are not powerless participants in a predetermined world, but co-creators, constantly influencing the field with every thought, emotion, and belief. The way we perceive reality determines what we experience. But here's the mystery: if this field is the foundation of all things, how does it give rise to the physical world we navigate every day? What mechanism allows infinite potential to condense into tangible form? And more importantly, how can we consciously interact with it to shape our reality? These answers hold the key to unlocking our deepest potential and understanding the true nature of existence. In the next segment, we will explore how energy from the zero-point field slows down, crystallizing into matter and shaping the universe. We will uncover the hidden mechanics of creation, tracing reality back to its cosmic origins. Before we dive into that revelation, consider this: if everything you have ever known, thought, and felt is interconnected by an invisible force, then what does that say about the power you hold within you? Let's journey deeper into this mystery together. If the zero-point field is an infinite sea of energy, then how did the physical universe arise from it? How did raw potential crystallize into the stars, planets, and life itself? To understand this, we must look beyond the familiar three-dimensional reality and trace existence back to its source. Scientists and spiritual traditions alike suggest that the universe was born from a moment of singularity, a concentrated point of limitless energy that, under the right conditions, burst into the reality we now experience. This event, often described as the Big Bang, was not merely an explosion, but a transition, a phase shift where infinite possibilities collapsed into the structured world of matter and form. But how did this shift occur, and what force dictated the patterns of creation? At its most fundamental level, the universe is composed of vibrating energy. Before it took physical shape, all that existed was a field of pure potential, oscillating at the speed of light. However, for material reality to emerge, this energy needed to slow down and polarize into distinguishable patterns. This process follows a precise order, one governed by natural laws, embedded in the zero-point field itself. As frequencies began to drop, the interplay of energy gave rise to subatomic particles, which eventually formed atoms, molecules, and the structures of existence as we know them. What once was an infinite, formless void became the stage for creation, orchestrated by a hidden intelligence guiding the emergence of life. But here's the astonishing truth: this transformation is not a past event, but an ongoing process. The universe is still unfolding, still forming, still manifesting itself through the same energetic principles that birthed it billions of years ago. Every second, trillions of interactions occur at the quantum level, weaving reality into being. This means that the essence of creation is still active within and around us. The same energy that shaped the cosmos pulses within our own bodies, forming the foundation of our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. In other words, we are not separate from the forces that form the galaxies. We are expressions of the same universal intelligence. If this is true, then our very existence is proof that the quantum field is not a distant or abstract phenomenon. It is the force that gives rise to our experiences, the medium through which consciousness interacts with reality. Every thought, every choice, every intention ripples through this field, contributing to the ongoing dance of creation. And if energy patterns dictate form, then it follows that by understanding these patterns, we can learn to influence them, reshaping our personal reality, just as the universe continuously reshapes itself. But how does this work in practical terms? How does human consciousness interact with this creative field, and what does it mean for the way we live our lives? In the next segment, we will explore the concept of separation, the illusion that keeps us from realizing our direct connection to the universal mind. If the same energy that birthed the stars flows through us, why do we feel disconnected from it? What prevents us from harnessing this force in our own lives? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking our full potential. Stay with us as we unravel the mystery of consciousness and its role in shaping reality. If we are truly made of the same energy that birthed the cosmos, why do we feel separate from it? Why does the illusion of individuality seem so real? This question lies at the heart of human experience and is the key to understanding why so many struggle to manifest their desires. The answer is not found in the physical world, but in the way consciousness interacts with reality. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned to see ourselves as separate beings localized in space and time, bound by a name, an identity, and a body. This creates an artificial boundary between self and universe, leading us to believe we are distinct entities navigating an external world. But this perception, while deeply ingrained, is not the ultimate truth. It is a veil, a distortion that prevents us from fully experiencing our connection to the infinite field of intelligence. The illusion of separation is reinforced by our five senses. Sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell all provide information about a world that appears external to us. These senses, while essential for navigating physical reality, also act as filters, limiting our perception to a narrow spectrum of experience. What we call reality is merely an interpretation, a projection of data processed by the brain. In truth, everything we perceive is not out there but within the mind. Quantum physics supports this idea, showing that observation influences matter, and that consciousness itself plays a role in shaping reality. If this is the case, then the boundaries we perceive between ourselves and the world around us are not absolute but constructed. The moment we grasp this, we begin to question everything we assume to be real. The mind is the architect of experience. But here's the problem: most people are trapped in cycles of conditioned thinking, constantly reinforcing the illusion of separation. We define ourselves by our past experiences, our social roles, and our attachments, strengthening the identity of the individual self. This creates rigid patterns in the subconscious mind, preventing us from accessing the deeper intelligence of the quantum field. Instead of seeing ourselves as limitless beings, we become confined by beliefs of limitation, fear, and unworthiness. These mental constructs shape our energy signature, keeping us locked into familiar patterns of reality. If we want to reconnect with the universal consciousness, we must first break free from these limiting identities. But how do we do this? The first step is awareness, recognizing that the sense of separation is an illusion. The second step is learning how to shift perception beyond the analytical mind. Meditation, altered states of consciousness, and deep introspection are powerful tools that allow us to go beyond identity and reconnect with the source. When we silence the mind, the barriers between self and universe dissolve, and we begin to feel the presence of something greater and all-encompassing intelligence that has always been there. In this state, we move from seeing ourselves as individuals to recognizing our role as conscious participants in the unfolding of reality. In the next segment, we will explore the profound science of thoughts, frequencies, and manifestation. If consciousness shapes reality, then our thoughts and emotions are the building blocks of creation. But how exactly do these energies interact with the quantum field? And what steps can we take to align ourselves with the highest frequencies of creation? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking our innate ability to manifest a life of infinite potential. Stay with us as we unravel the mysteries of thought and energy. If consciousness plays a role in shaping reality, then what exactly is the mechanism behind it? How do our thoughts, emotions, and energy frequencies interact with the quantum field to create our lived experiences? The answer lies in the vibrational nature of reality itself. Everything in existence, every atom, every cell, every thought is composed of energy vibrating at specific frequencies. These vibrations dictate the form and experience of our material world. When we think, we generate electromagnetic patterns that radiate outward, influencing the field around us. This means that our inner world, our beliefs, expectations, and emotional states acts as a tuning fork, attracting experiences that resonate with its frequency. Low-frequency thoughts, such as fear, doubt, and anxiety, create incoherent energy patterns that disrupt our alignment with the quantum field. These fragmented frequencies reinforce limitations, keeping us stuck in repetitive cycles of struggle and scarcity. On the other hand, high-frequency thoughts and emotions like gratitude, love, and joy generate coherent energy signatures that align us with greater possibilities. Scientists have demonstrated that the heart and brain emit electromagnetic waves, and when these waves are in harmony, they create an optimal state for manifestation. This state, often referred to as coherence, is the key to bridging the gap between thought and reality. The principle of resonance explains why certain experiences keep appearing in our lives. When we hold a persistent thought or belief, we reinforce its frequency, making it more likely to materialize. This is why individuals who dwell on negative outcomes often find themselves caught in self-fulfilling prophecies, because their energy is attuned to the very reality they fear. Conversely, those who focus on abundance, possibility, and success naturally attract circumstances that match these vibrations. This process is not magic, it is the fundamental nature of energy interaction. The quantum field responds to our dominant frequencies, mirroring back the reality that aligns with our state of being. But here's the critical distinction: thought alone is not enough. Many people attempt to manifest their desires through intention alone, only to find that nothing changes. The missing ingredient is elevated emotion. The quantum field responds not only to what we think, but to how we feel. If we project thoughts of success, but feel doubt and fear, our electromagnetic signature remains incoherent. Only when thought and emotion are in alignment do we create the powerful energetic conditions necessary for manifestation. This is why deep gratitude and unwavering belief are often associated with those who successfully transform their reality. In the next segment, we will uncover the key to unlocking this potential, learning how to access the generous present moment. By withdrawing attention from the physical world and dissolving identity-based limitations, we can step into a state of pure potential, where all possibilities exist. But how do we reach this profound state of consciousness? What techniques allow us to merge with the infinite intelligence of the field? The answers will reveal the most transformative practice for reshaping reality itself. Stay with us as we dive deeper into the nature of true creation. If thoughts and emotions influence reality, then how can we consciously tap into the quantum field and harness its infinite potential? The answer lies in our ability to withdraw attention from the physical world and enter the generous present moment, a state where we dissolve our identity and merge with the field of limitless possibilities. This is not merely a philosophical concept. It is a deeply practical process backed by neuroscience and quantum mechanics. By shifting our awareness beyond the constraints of body, time, and environment, we gain direct access to the creative force of the universe. Our sense of self is typically rooted in past experiences, conditioned responses, and future anxieties. This attachment to identity locks us into predictable patterns of thought and behavior, reinforcing the same reality day after day. However, when we disengage from the analytical mind and enter a state of pure awareness, we break free from these limitations. Research shows that during deep meditation, the brain moves from beta wave dominance associated with stress and problem solving to alpha and theta wave states patterns linked to deep relaxation, creativity, and heightened intuition. In this state, we no longer operate from conditioned programs. We become pure consciousness, interfacing directly with the quantum field. One of the most powerful ways to access this state is through focused intention combined with elevated emotion. Intention is the thought directive, the mental blueprint of what we wish to create, while emotion is the energetic charge that magnetizes that possibility into reality. Many people fail at manifestation because they attempt to think their way into a new reality without aligning their emotions to match it. The quantum field does not respond to empty wishes. It responds to the coherence between thought and feeling. When we cultivate deep gratitude, love, and joy before the external proof exists, we signal to the field that the desired outcome is already real. And as a result, reality begins to shift. The concept of becoming nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, and no time is a fundamental key to unlocking the field's power. In this state, we detach from personal history, identity, and sensory input, allowing us to step beyond the limitations of linear time. Here, we cease to be the limited self, bound by past memories, and instead become an extension of the infinite intelligence that orchestrates all things. It is within this nothingness that all possibilities exist, waiting to be selected and drawn into form. In the next segment, we will explore the step-by-step method for reaching this heightened state of consciousness. How can we train the mind and body to consistently enter the quantum field? What are the most effective meditation techniques to shift our brainwaves and energy patterns? The answers to these questions will provide a direct roadmap for those ready to tap into their full creative potential. Stay with us as we unveil the most practical and transformative approach to bridging the gap between thought and manifestation. Now that we understand the key to unlocking the quantum field, how do we apply this knowledge practically? What is the exact method to shift our awareness from the physical world to the field of infinite potential? The process requires a deliberate combination of mental focus, energetic alignment, and altered brainwave states. By following a precise step-by-step approach, anyone can bridge the gap between their current reality and the limitless possibilities within the unified field. Step 1: disengaging from the external world. The first step to connecting with the field is withdrawing attention from the physical senses. Our habitual focus on material objects, identity, and environment reinforces a limited perception of reality. To break this conditioning, find a quiet space where external distractions are minimized. Close your eyes, take slow, deep breaths, and begin shifting awareness inward. The goal is to disconnect from the analytical mind and enter a relaxed, receptive state. Step to slowing down brainwave activity. Scientific studies show that accessing the quantum field requires transitioning from beta waves active mind to alpha, and theta waves deep relaxation and subconscious access. Meditation, breathwork, and visualization techniques help achieve this shift. By focusing on slow, rhythmic breathing and softening mental chatter, the brain naturally enters a state of coherence, allowing for deeper access to the subconscious mind. Step 3. Expanding awareness beyond the body. As the mind quiets, begin to shift attention away from the body and towards space and energy. Instead of identifying with a physical form, envision yourself as pure awareness floating in an infinite field of potential. This is where the true connection to the unified field occurs, when identity dissolves, and you become nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, and in no time. This moment is where the separation between self and the universe fades, making way for deep transformation. Step for activating intention and elevated emotion. Once immersed in this expansive state, it is time to introduce a clear, focused intention. What do you want to create or experience? Visualize it vividly, engaging all senses as if it has already manifested. However, intention alone is not enough. Emotion is the fuel that charges the request. Cultivate a strong feeling of gratitude, love, or joy, as if the desired reality is already unfolding. This emotional coherence signals to the quantum field that you are in alignment with the new possibility. Step 5. Surrendering and allowing. The final step is one of trust. Rather than forcing an outcome, let go of control and surrender to the intelligence of the field. The quantum realm does not operate on rigid timelines. It responds to consistency, belief, and energy alignment. By maintaining this elevated state beyond the meditation session, you reinforce the frequency necessary to draw new possibilities into your reality. In the next segment, we will uncover the missing key that ensures long-term transformation, the role of elevated emotions. How can we sustain these high frequencies throughout daily life? What happens when negative emotions lower our vibrational state? The answers hold the final piece to mastering conscious creation. Stay with us as we unlock the ultimate bridge between energy and reality. If the quantum field responds not just to our thoughts, but to the emotions behind them, then our ability to maintain elevated emotional states is the missing key to sustained transformation. But why is this the case? Why do emotions such as gratitude, love, and joy accelerate manifestation, while fear, doubt, and frustration create resistance? The answer lies in the frequency of emotions and their ability to align or misalign our energy with the limitless potential of the field. Everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency, including human emotions. Low-frequency emotions, such as fear, anger, or sadness, create incoherent energy patterns that disrupt our connection to the quantum field. On the other hand, high-frequency emotions generate coherence between the heart and brain, producing a powerful electromagnetic signature that aligns with higher possibilities. Studies on heart-brain coherence show that when we cultivate elevated emotions, we synchronize our inner state with the creative intelligence of the universe, making manifestation effortless. But here's the catch: most people wait for external conditions to change before they feel elevated emotions. They believe they will experience gratitude after their desires manifest, rather than using gratitude as the very mechanism that brings their desires into reality. This is the fundamental shift in perspective that determines success or failure in conscious creation. To truly align with the quantum field, we must generate the emotional state of the fulfilled desire before it physically manifests. This is how we tune our energy to the frequency of what we seek. The key to sustaining this state is emotional mastery. Rather than being reactive to circumstances, we must learn to generate elevated emotions on command. Meditation, breathwork, and visualization are powerful tools to achieve this shift. By training ourselves to feel gratitude, joy, and love consistently, we create a vibrational signature that matches the field of infinite potential. This is not just a mental exercise, it is a full-body, energetic realignment that transforms how we experience reality. In the next segment, we will explore the ultimate practice that integrates everything we've learned so far, a method that harmonizes heart and mind, thought and emotion, intention and belief. This practice is the final step in mastering conscious creation and unlocking the full power of the quantum field. Stay with us as we reveal the most effective way to rewire your reality. Everything we've explored so far leads to one final, powerful practice, one that bridges the gap between thought and manifestation, aligning both mind and heart in perfect coherence. This ultimate practice is the synchronization of brain and heart, the creation of a strong electromagnetic signature that signals to the quantum field a reality that has already been realized. When thought and elevated emotion merge, the body believes the future has already happened, and the field responds accordingly, drawing the experience into form. The method begins with focused intention. Start by clearly defining the reality you want to manifest. This is not wishful thinking, it is a specific, precise vision of what you seek. The mind must be disciplined, unwavering, and fully engaged in the experience of that desired outcome. Visualization plays a crucial role here. Immerse yourself in the scene, feel its texture, see its details, and engage all your senses. The more vivid the mental image, the stronger its imprint on the quantum field. But visualization alone is not enough. Emotion is the catalyst. This is where many fail, thinking that imagining a future reality is sufficient. The quantum field does not respond to mere thoughts. It responds to the energetic charge behind them. To activate true manifestation, you must generate the emotional state that aligns with your vision. If you desire abundance, feel deep gratitude and security as if it has already arrived. If you seek love, cultivate joy and fulfillment as if you are already experiencing it. This coherence between thought and emotion is what signals the field to mirror your inner state into physical reality. Next comes sustained coherence. One meditation or session of visualization is not enough. Consistency is key. Daily practice of tuning into elevated emotions and reinforcing your vision strengthens the electromagnetic signal you send out. Techniques such as heart-brain coherence exercises, deep breathing, and gratitude journaling help maintain alignment with the field. Over time, this practice rewires the subconscious mind, shifting your baseline state of being to one that naturally attracts higher frequencies and experiences. Finally, the most crucial step: letting go and trusting the process. Many people sabotage their manifestations by constantly looking for evidence or doubting the outcome. The quantum field operates beyond linear time, responding instead to energetic certainty. Once you've done the work, surrender. Trust that the field is organizing reality in your favor. Move forward with confidence, knowing that your new reality is already taking shape. With this final practice, you hold the key to reshaping your world from the inside out. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy define what you experience. Master them, and you master reality. Now, it's time to take action. Have you ever had an experience where your emotions or thoughts directly influenced your reality? Share your story in the comments below. And if you found this knowledge transformative, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next revelation.